Have you ever had the misfortune of seeing a loved one suffer from terminal disease there was no cure for, and merely treatment to postpone the disease from running its course? Sometimes people don't want to wait for disease to cause further pain and suffering. They decide to take things into their own hands. Euthanasia is the name of the voluntary physician-assisted suicide. In this manner, the doctor helps the patient find a way to end the patient's life in a painless manner. The subject has always been sensitive to debate, to the dawn of history of medicine, from Hippocrates, to countries' constitutions, to even the modern-day era with doctors such as Jack Kevorkian. According to euthanasia.com, Hippocrates, the famous ancient Greek founder of medicine, was against such matters, stating his oath that all physicians should take, "Give no deadly medications to anyone if asked." By this statement, he is saying that giving a patient medicine that would kill them is completely against his code, and the opposite duties a physician should uphold. Hippocrates is not your average physician. According to the online biology website of Hamburg, he was one of the first to actually study the human body as a whole instead of a series of parts. It is no small matter when Hippocrates says that something is immoral for a physician to do. For without him, who knows where we'd be in terms of medicine. However, Jack Kevorkian was a doctor in the 20th century who advocated such measures. For according to the New York Times website, in Oregon, where a school teacher had become Dr. Jack Kevorkian's first assisted suicide patient, state lawmakers ended in 1997 approving a statute making it legal for doctors to prescribe lethal medications to help terminally ill patients end their lives. Oregon, Montana, and Washington are the only right to die states at the moment in the United States of America. In 2006, though, the United States Supreme Court upheld the lower court's ruling that found Oregon's Death with Dignity Act protected assisted suicide's legitimate medical practice. However such laws being made, though, Dr. Jack Kevorkian has spent 8 years in prison for being convicted of second-degree murder and the death of about 130 alien patients whose lives he had assisted in ending, beginning in 1990. Let's give him the nickname Dr. Death. The CivilLiberty.com website points out that the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution is also an advocate for euthanasia, in which it states, "No state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law," implying that what someone wants to do with their life is their own right to do. So it's as if physician-assisted suicide is an American right. However, the Canadian doctrines contradict that. For according to the Right to Die website of Canada, it states that everyone who counsels a person to commit suicide, who aids to commit suicide, whether the suicide ensues or not, is guilty of an indictable offense and liable to imprisonment for a term exceeding no more than 14 years. Detailing that if a doctor were to assist a patient in suicide, they would be prosecuted regardless if the patient actually died or not from such measures being taken. Just the way it is, unfortunately. In conclusion, I would like to state, I hope I was able to perhaps enlighten you on this subject and show you how it is one of the debates where there is no clear winner. Where you look at the father of medicine Hippocrates, the guidelines societies lying in constitutions, or a doctor on error being Jack Kevorkian.